season.
It's huge.
The game is underway.
There's nothing that ignites the passion of a footy lover more than the opening bounce. Both teams will be eager to dominate the centre clearances early.
There'll be a ball up in the centre square. Claimed by Grundy. Reid looking like a Manchester United player. Sends the ball out into space. Roughhead will take the free after the ball was thrown. Slams it on the boot. Good mark by Picken. Chips it down towards half forward. He wins the contest. Gets boot to high. The ball finds its way into the grateful clutches of the opposition. Smith clearly doesn't get enough attention. He shouldn't have bothered. It's been intercepted by the opposition. Jams it on the boot. Almost a touch of synchronised swing about that mark. Minus the peg.
Pendlebury has his feet firmly on the ground and is just a great leader around the club. Even under extreme pressure, he's got the handball out. Strong mark there.
15 metres out. Right, going for number one. The Magpies get a goal on the board first. Here's the bounce. Roughhead with first hands to the ball. Dalhouse with a big tackle that spills the ball loose. Hunter dishes it off to the running man. Don't know how he managed to get that out of the pack. Picture perfect drop punt. A great effort. Lining up the goal now. 35 metres out. White has the chance to add one more to his tally. White executes the goal well. Umpire bounces the ball. Deft touch from Grundy. Has it now. Wells plays it off by hand. Choose to kick it. Barker looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one.
The dominance we're seeing from the Magpies at the moment has come mostly from their running goals. They just haven't been able to get up to the contest and take a mark inside forward 50. He steadies now in front of goal.
Here's the bounce. Roughhead hits it. Tapped by Cordy. Side bottom with the tap. He collects the loose ball. Gives it to the running man. Booted by Reid. He wins the contest. Booted by Treloar. Has he? Yes, he's paid it.
Collingwood for having shots for goal on the run rather than looking to hit targets inside 50. And why shouldn't they when they have so many quality kicks in the team? He wins the contested mark. He boots it. He gets it under pressure. Dalhouse slams the ball to his boot. Goldsack with a strong mark.
Goldsack sends one up towards the wing. Got his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Drops the ball. And the ball goes out of bounds. Looks like we'll have a throw in. The umpires with a good throw.
Getting beaten in the ruck is a real recipe for disaster and could potentially lose this game for the Western Bulldogs. Elliott puts his boot on it. That's a nice strong mark. Moore with the kick. White with good strong hands.
He's getting accustomed to kicking goals. Chalk up a goal for Collingwood. White playing well. That's his third. This one gives them an even bigger lead. Good fist. Out of nowhere, the ball shoots out of the pack. Couldn't hold on to the mark. Soccer kick. Squeezes out a handball. Vasoli pulls the trigger with the ball sailing for goal. The Magpies getting out to an early lead. A solid mark from Johannesson. Boots it. Wood wins the marking contest. Jams it on the boot now. Dalhouse takes the mark.
Dalhouse. He's a smart guy, but he's got to keep a cooler head so he can make the right decisions more often. Roughhead with the kick. Maynard marks the ball. He kicks the ball. It's a mark. He kicks the ball. It's a mark.
A cool, calm head, clearing it out of defence. Reid sends one up towards the wing. Pendlebury grabs that one. Kicks. Nice contested mark by Roughhead.
Roughhead. He's a smart guy, but he's got to keep a cooler head so he can make the right decisions more often. Side bottom. Slams the ball to his boot. Wood tackles him to the ground. He handballs it. Bontempelli bumps. Dishes it off to the running player. Crisp gathers it. The loose ball is collected. He intercepts the ball on the bounce. Grundy kicks the ball.
Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Punishing kick from Murphy. Takes that one strongly. Nice bit of power there. Great mark. Kicks it across the ground. Roughhead couldn't keep his hands on it. Treloar gets a nice bump from Liberatore. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Moore drives the ball towards goal. Moore sinks the long kick. This one gives them an even bigger lead. Good bounce. Roughhead wasn't even close to that tap, and he'd be crazy to think that type of effort will win anytime soon. Claimed by Roughhead. Lucky bounce collected. Clean tap by Treloar. Bontempelli collects. Crisp just told him to turn his head and cough. Kicks it. And the mark will be paid. Mort with the kick. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Elliott with a low spearing kick. Word is this guy is the most reliable kick for goal on the side. A monster kick will be required from here. Mort shoots. Mort manages to sneak it through. They increase their lead.
Moore's just a real slippery customer if you give him any space.
Good bounce.
The Magpies are losing the clearances and they are sitting a kick behind the play and are able to stream forward in numbers, and it's working well for them.
He's searching for his teammates. Morris playing on out of the goal square. Bumps the pigskin. He has space for an easy mark. All of a sudden the ball has become a hot potato. Quickly disposed of by Johannesson. Distance could be the problem. Moore going for number 3. It's going. That's a goal. What a long kick. Moore making the lead bigger. Bounce is dead straight. Tap to advantage. He gains possession. The ball came out of the pack like a wet salmon. Dalhouse watching the ball. Dalhouse, ambitious kick. I can't believe it. It's a goal. That's his first. Big goal for the Bulldogs.
Roughhead will give you a competitive contest in every hit-out, I can assure you of that. But the midfielders are going to have to work really hard to earn the centre clearances off his ruck work. Tap, Pendlebury with a strong mark.
50 metres out, kicking from about a 30-degree angle here. The mark is taken by Elliott. Going for goal number 1. That was a narrow miss. Collingwood have the early lead. It's always a good sign. Morris sends the ball on its way. McRae picks up the bouncing ball. White sticks out his hands and collects the ball. It goes through for a behind.
Morris has a lovely kick on him. If he can utilise that in heavy traffic, he will become crucial to his team's finals ambitions. Elliott has a kick. Nice kick.
You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Definitely palm to advantage. McRae on the ball at the moment. Handballs from the tackle. Dalhouse with a short hand pass. Quick hands find the running player. The ball is socket. The ball is socket. Scoops up the bouncing ball. Bicken puts his head down and runs in. The Western Bulldogs had one to their tally. Bicken with his first.
The Bulldogs have just been poor at reading the ball off the packs. They need to get back to basics and try and generate some forward run and carry.
Look at that bounce. Good tap from Boyd. Shade tries his luck along the ground. Bicken controls. Off the ground. Bontempelli gets that out just in time. The loose ball picked up. Smothers it. Roughhead punches it. Hastily kicked. Howe lands the tackle, and it's just got away in time by Treloar. McRae boots it. Smith, the better man there. 50 metres out. He's kicking on about 45 degrees from here. Cordy has it. 50 metres out. Going for goal number 1. He holds his breath. That was a long kick for goal. Cordy with a sigh of relief. You can see it on his face as he nails a crucial goal. Grundy knocks it down the field. Crisp gets the ball. Slips the handball to Treloar. Pendlebury with the tap. Tap by Dalhouse. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. He has the ball. Squeezes out a handball. He grabs it on the run. Choose to kick it. A mark by Wood. Gets boot to leather. Roberts marks.
When you look at the set shots at goal, there just aren't enough scoring opportunities being created. Get the ball inside 50 and give your forwards a chance to mark. But the Bulldogs' forwards are dangerous anywhere inside 50. They just need to be given a shot. Puts boot to ball. Stringer marks the ball.
Gets boot to high. Nice contested mark by Treloar.
He slams that on the boot. Good mark.
Pendlebury picks it. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Keeps it close to the ground. Great grab.
Roughhead with the kick. Stringer with the mark.
Kicks. Young bumped off the ball. Scoops up the ball. Going for goal number 1. Nice work from Young. That's his first. Good bounce. Good tap from Roughhead. Dalhouse threading the needle right there. Cordy starts in, his shadow beside him. Where else would it be? Well, depends on the side. Ruckman awaiting the bounce.
I think the Bulldogs mids will be saying to the rest of the team that they've lived up to their end of the deal. They're dominating the clearances, but they aren't seeing any reward for their work on the scoreboard. He gets it under pressure. Stringer lines up. He kicks the ball. Cordy marks the ball.
The kick from almost straight in front of the goals. Cordy slams one on the boot for goal. The Bulldogs have scored the last 5 goals. A quick start by Collingwood. Tackle, but gets the handball off. Side bottom, Hummels in. Bontempelli on the ball at the moment. He's got the football now. Tapped by Bontempelli. Grundy gets the ball out of the pack. Wow, what a hit. Reminiscent of young, lethal Lee Matthews. The hindposts should be cowering in fear. 45 metres out. Young likes his chances for goal. Young did well then. A second goal in the bag. Great bounce. Grundy timing terrible. He's leaving his messages before the beat. Approaching the goals now. Dalhouse slams one on the boot for goal. The huge kick makes it to the goals. The Rucks can't complain about that true bounce.
Grundy just has endless possibilities. I'm really excited to watch this kid grow. Murphy collects it. He boots it. Rough head with beautiful hands above the head. He really is a great target to kick to. Lining it up with the goal now. He slams that on the boot. He marks the ball.
He steadies now in front of goal. And he's kicking on a 30-degree angle. This could prove difficult for him. Perfect kick. 4 goals and he's got it on a string.
Cordy. He's got good knowledge of the game and he can see the events unfolding in front of him, but he just needs to react a little faster.
The bounce straight down. Punch by Roughhead. Liberatore gains possession. Batted down nicely by Liberatore. Treloar on the ball at the moment. Dishes it off to the running player. Adams handball short. Bontempelli bumped. He collects the loose ball. He kicks quickly. The umpire allows play to continue. White throws it. Clear as day. Clears now. Vasilic marks on the run. Lining up the goal now. Distance could be the problem. He's on a 30-degree angle. Vasilic shoots. It's been intercepted by the opposition. There'll be a ball up close to goal. Grundy didn't even get close to that tap. Soccers the ball away. Elliott skims the woodwork for a point.
Morris. He's creative with his game. He always makes an appearance on the highlight reel. Adams running towards goal.
Umpire calls for the ball. Roughhead with the tap. He doesn't know the meaning of the word fear. In fact, it's fair to say he doesn't know the meaning of a lot of words. Going for goal number 1. Chalk up a goal for the Magpies.
Treloar has the passion for this game and that shines through every time he plays.
Hits the running man. A lot of possessions for him. Grundy read the play better than anyone else and takes possession.
Barco's got all the makings required to become a great servant of this football club. I reckon he could become a 200-game player. He lays off the pass. He boots it. Elliott with handball. Sending it on its way. He takes a quick ballet break. It gets tapped. Murphy gets it off the ground and the ball crosses over the boundary. The umpire will toss it back in.
Deft touch from Roughhead. Dalhouse guides it. Bontempelli gathers it. Grundy with the mighty fist. Hastily kicked. Clean tap by Pendlebury. Dalhouse aims for his man on the ground. Gets a handball away. Head down now as he goes in for the goal. Cordy gets the goal from a long way out. That's his 5th goal. He'll be very happy with his game here.
Roughhead. He's very loyal, but it's not that hard when you're doing what you love. Quick hands finding the running player. Cordy lines up. He slams that on the boot. He wins the contested mark. Smith slams the ball to his boot. Sending it on its way. Howe, just the better man in that contest.
Slams it on the boot. Nice hands. Kick by Liberatore. Nice work from Pickham. Bumps the pigskin. Roughhead takes the mark. Roughhead feeds it wide. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. 50 metres from home. Boots it. Nice hands. Roughhead lets fly with a shot at goal. Roughhead gets the goal with an ambitious kick. Nice bounce. Roughhead directs it down, able to grab it on the half volley. Treloar gains possession through the interception. The ball picked up. Crisp comes away with the ball. Great mark.
Johannesson has the passion for this game, and that shines through every time he plays. He kicks the ball. He marks the ball. Puts boot to ball. That's a mark. Bontempelli puts his boot on it. He gets bumped. He slams that on the boot. That was a massive tackle. Goldsack handballs it. Pendlebury gets bumped. Hunter hand passes the ball. He's intercepted it.
He's getting accustomed to kicking goals. Maynard gets the hand pass. Well, some might call it smart. I call it a point. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Gets boot to leather. Nice hands. Jams it on the boot. Pendlebury takes the mark.
Collingwood have had a ton of marks inside the forward 50, so you know they're creating chances, but the forwards are just not getting the job done. Sending it on its way. Wells with the screamer.
Puts boot to ball. Treloar grabs that one. Sends the Sharon on its way. He has no trouble grabbing that one. Looks like he panicked there. Strong mark. Bontempelli kicks. McCraig takes the mark. McCraig sends one up towards the wing. The mark is taken by Pickham. Delivers the footy with a beautiful drop punt. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. Taken by Cordy. 50 metres from home. The ball is slammed towards goal by Cordy. A monster of a kick gets home. Chalk it up 6 points. The bounce straight down. Roughhead guides it. Bontempelli has the ball. Reed with the interception. Treloar runs past and gets the ball. Crisp puts it on the boot. Darker takes an uncontested mark. Choose to kick it. Great grab.
The Magpies have had no problem getting their hands on the ball in the forward 50, but they've just wasted their opportunities so far. It's been cut off for Solo with a bump. Adams hits it. Bontempelli kicks the ball. He kicks it long. Howe, just the better man in that contest. Puts boot to ball. That's a mark.
Chips it down towards half forward. Taken by side bottom.
He gets boot to the ball. Treloar with beautiful hands above the head. He really is a great target to kick to. Roughhead, he's really starting to get into the right positions on the ground. Strong mark there. He slams that on the boot. Wood wins the contested ball. Puts boot to ball. Pendlebury gets the upper hand. He kicks the ball. Grundy with the mark.
Bumps the big skin. Marked by Adams. Spears a low ball. Great mark under pressure. Sends it on its way. Elliott claims it. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. A chance to add one more to his tally. A goal for the Magpies. Collingwood trailing by less than 2 goals.
It's great for a team when they have a winning ruckman who can really direct his hit-outs. The Western Bulldogs have had a superb supply all match long. He gets it under pressure. Moore slams the ball to his boot. The ball is out of bounds. And the umpire will throw it in.
Moore gets the tap. Takes possession. Adams with his head down. Running for home. Squeezes on a handball. Gets the loose ball. Morris clearing it out of defence. Great grab. Keeps it close to the ground. McCraig takes the mark. Bumps the big skin. Well, he gave it a shot. They've conceded possession. The ball in the hands of Treloar. Great grab.
The Bulldogs are doing a really good job at finding the free man inside 50. I suspect that's why they're leading the match. He gets boot to the ball. He wins the contested mark. Nice bit of power then. Roughhead with the mark.
Bumps the big skin. Taken by Liberatore. He kicks with power. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Young kicks. Oh, you can really tell he loves taking a contested mark. It's a nice piece of that one. A ripping mark. He kicks it. If seeing is believing, then that guy could be one of the all-time great illusionists. Smith getting his first. Roughhead with the mighty fist. He has the ball, lobs the handball. Crisp throws the ball. Free kick. Jams it on the boot now. Dalhouse has it. Sends it on its way. Pointless attempt by Hunter Trelaw with a short hand pass. Sold the dummy on that move. Pressure didn't faze him. Kicks as cool as the other side of the pillar. Gets boot to high. Liberatore alone for the uncontested mark.
Liberatore doesn't have the strongest marking hands in the league, but he's certainly very, very handy on the lead. Goldsack kicks the ball. Pendlebury marks it. Puts boot to ball. He grabs it.
A rushed kick. Simply outplayed the opposition there. Puts boot to ball. Takes that one strongly. Murphy with a daisy cutter. Simply outplayed the opposition there. Kicks it. Stringett with the mark. Stringett kicks hard along the boundary line. Great grab. Low spearing kick. A great effort. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. Young really got onto that one. Right off the sweet spot. Picked by Reed. He was never going to get that. Dalhouse handball short. Intercepted. The umpire to ball it up. Mort without a touch. The clearance by Roughhead. Handball short. Trelaw aims for his man on the ground. Bontempelli feeds it wide. Young wins the marking contest. A 45-degree shot is not too hard. He just has to keep his cool. Reed laps up the misplaced footy. It's his. The ball goes over the line. The ball has been thrown in. Roughhead punches. Greenwood puts the ball in the hands of fate. He picks up the loose ball. Crisp comes away with the ball. It's like he has the ball on a string. The opposition forgot about him, and he takes the easy mark. The ball being picked up before it makes its target. Johannesson picks up the loose ball. The long goal by Pendlebury. The Magpies can catch up from here. They're less than 2 goals down. Roughhead with the tap. Cordy bumped off the ball. Crisp with the tap. Bontempelli taps it. The ball picked up. What was he thinking? And the mark will be paid. Gets boot to leather. Adams has it. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. A 45-degree angle for this kick. As we go into the break, the scores are the Bulldogs 79, Collingwood 71.
They're in front.
The players have received their instructions and they're ready to start play again.
Winning means you're willing to go longer, work harder, and give more than anyone else.
It kicks quickly. It's been intercepted by the opposition. Grundy didn't even get close to that tap. Bounces favourably for Roberts. Hunter grabs that one. Puts boot to ball. Strong mark by Young. Choose to kick it. Marks. He steadies now in front of goal. Roughhead with the kick. He shouldn't have bothered. Nicely intercepted by Shade. He boots it from the pack. Hands like dinner plates. Pendlebury with no time to delay with that kick. Chips it down towards half forward. Nice contested mark by Murphy.
Murphy is really starting to get into the right positions on the ground. He takes the contested mark. Crisp slams the ball to his boot. He cuts the ball off. Roughhead slams the ball to his boot. He gets boot to the ball. Pickin with great hands.
Sends the Sharon on its way. The loose ball scooped up. Cleanly picked up. Trelaw got caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Pickin likes his chances for goal. Pickin sinks it from a long way out. The bounce straight down. Roughhead with the first touch. Guided down nicely by Reed. Oscar Elliott onto the ball. Nicely intercepted by Crisp. Able to grab it on the half volley. He grabs it on the run. Vasolic has had plenty of it, Richo.
He seems to always be in the contest, Dennis.
He's had lots of touches this match. Picture perfect drop punt. McRae takes the mark.
McRae is creative with his game. He always makes an appearance on the highlight reel. He slams that on the boot. He kicks the ball. Dalhouse marks the ball. He kicks the ball. Reed just wanted it more then.
Jams it on the boot now. Treloar has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark. Cordy looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one. Stringer presents and takes the mark. Slams it on the boot. The ball being picked up before it makes its target. The umpire's had enough. It's a ball up. Roughhead punches it, controlled by Bontempelli. Shade sweeps on the loose ball and will have a change of possession. Cordy with a great kick, and that puts them further in front. The ball has been bounced. Punched by Roughhead. Clean tap by Reed. Oscar Elliott picks up the bouncing ball. That kick was gigantic. Great goal. I'm sure we'll look back and exaggerate the distance in years to come. Oscar Elliott sinking his first goal.
Oscar Elliott is good on both left and right, so kicking off either side is just not an issue for him.
Slips the handball to Pendlebury. Going for goal number 3. He's having a ball, if you'll excuse the pun. The umpire has bounced the ball. Roughhead wasn't even close to that tap, and he'd be crazy to think that type of effort will win anytime soon. Lucky bounce collected. Gets the loose ball. Oscar Elliott has his head down now. Score for the Magpies. Goal number 2 for Oscar Elliott. Here we go. Roughhead punches it. Cordy decisively. He has the ball. Reed intercepts it. He grabs it on the run. Nice interception. Ball up in the centre square. Grundy taps. Pendlebury comes away with the ball. That ball is becoming a yo-yo for him. It keeps coming back. Short handball from Oscar Elliott. Vasolo taps it. The bouncing ball is controlled. White gets the tap. Like working in a telephone box. Look at him go. Look at that. He's put it through. Bounce goes the ball.
Grundy will give you a competitive contest in every hit-out, I can assure you of that. But the midfielders are going to have to work really hard to earn the centre clearances off his ruckwork. Adams gets onto the ball. He knocks it down. Roughhead with handball. He hits it. Morris picks up the ball.
Morris sends one up towards the wing. McRae couldn't keep his hands on it. It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a puppy with a whistle. Pendlebury knocks it through for a point. Plays onto himself. Bumps the pigskin. Johannesson, delusions of grandeur. Morris read the play better than anyone else and takes possession. He's having a ball. If you'll excuse the pun, that's his 5th goal. He'll be very happy with his game here. Grundy with the mighty fist. Liberatore gets a hard bump from Treloar. Cordy has it. Takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies. Just get them in flying formation. That tackle clearly above the shoulders. Picked by McRae. Takes it well, perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines the shot up. Sends the Sharon on its way. Cordy marks it. The 45-degree shot is not too hard. He just has to keep his cool. Score for the Western Bulldogs. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. McRae runs past and gets the ball. Roughhead taps. It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a puppy with a whistle.
A good hit out there. Hunter slams the ball to his boot. He's got a handball away. Nice accurate handballing. He grabs it. Puts boot to ball.
Controlled by Howe. Intercepted. Cordy kicks into his attacking 50. Boyd, the better man there. 25 metres out. A 45-degree angle for this kick. The goal for the Bulldogs. Boyd sinking his first goal. The ball is bounced. Grundy decisively. Oscar Elliott guides it. Kicks hurriedly. Head down now as he goes in for the goal. Short handball from Johannesson. Intercepted by Barco. Murphy thought he had him, and now he looks more confused than the audience at a screening of Mulholland Drive. Jams it on the boot now. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Chips it down towards half forward. Nice work from Liberatore.
Liberatore, he's creative with his game. He always makes an appearance on the highlight reel. Roughhead kicks the ball. He gets it under pressure. Cordy goes for home.
Sends it on its way. He sneaks away for an uncontested mark. Booted by Reed. Wells marks it. Whoa, that's a nice long kick. Takes that one strongly. Dalhouse, one out in the square. Takes it well. Roughhead with a clinical drop punt. That kick was asking a bit much of Stringer. Strong mark.
Grundy just has endless possibilities. I'm really excited to watch this kid grow. Greenwood slams the ball to his boot. He boots it. Hoskin Elliott with a strong mark, puts boot to ball. He takes the contested mark.
Vasilic will need to pull something special out here. He's on a 30-degree angle. I don't know if you can see it from back there, but it's a goal. The Bats.
Grundy may not be the first guy you'd follow into battle, but you're glad that he's on your team, that's for sure. Pendlebury sinks the long kick.
Bounce goes the ball. Roughhead hits it. He's got the footy in his hands.
The Western Bulldogs have shown great discipline out there. They haven't given up any free kicks easily. Unfortunately, it isn't making the biggest impact on the scoreboard. He boots it. He claims the ball. He kicks the ball. Pendlebury marks the ball. He boots it. Hoskin Elliott with good strong hands.
Jams it on the boot. Vasilic with the mark. Here's a long kick. Wins the hard ball. Barkirk in no hurry as he prepares for the kick. 45 metres out. Going for goal number 1. He's having a ball, if you'll excuse the pun, gets his first.
Barco may not be the first guy you'd follow into battle, but you're glad that he's on your team, that's for sure.
The Rucks can't complain about that true bounce. Delivers the footy with a beautiful drop pass. Takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies, just get them in flying formation. The ball is hammered towards goal by Pyong. The Bulldogs trailing by less than 2 goals. They're still in this.
Grundy. He's got good knowledge of the game and he can see the events unfolding in front of him, but he just needs to react a little faster. Roberts hand passes the ball. Great move to be able to work into an uncontested position. Liberatore kicks the ball. Hunter marks it. Sending it on its way.
The ball is on the ground and it's picked up by Young. Boyd taps, takes control of the bouncing ball. Smith lays it off by hand, kicks. Greenwood with the mark. Works it across the ground and the mark will be paid. Liberatore drilled that kick in.
Roughhead is really starting to get into the right positions on the ground. Stringer marks it. Puts boot to ball. Maynard with a strong mark. Sending it on its way. It gets tapped. He's got the footy now. Hoskin Elliott with the tap. He hits it. Roughhead picks up the ball. He taps the ball. He hand passes it. Wells gets cleaned up. Trelaw scoops up the ball. Johannesson wins the contested ball.
Boots it. No one troubling him there.
Murphy can be very consistent. He does still need to do some more work to make sure he brings his A game to every match. A nice contested mark. Dalhouse boots it. He takes a strong mark.
Boots it. Cordy wins the marking contest. Kicks. Young with the mark. 30 metres from home. Young shoots. A magnificent kick right through the middle. 4 goals and no sign of stopping.
Roughhead seems like he's enjoying his footy. I think he's going to be around for a long time. Liberatore kicks it. Pickin with an easy mark. He gets boot to the ball. He takes the contested mark. Smith goes for goal. Smith puts it through. The Bulldogs get on top again.
And look at the pass. Big thump from Roughhead tackle, but gets the handball off. It's been intercepted by the opposition. Strong mark by Adams. Inside 50 now. Hoskin Elliott with the mark. 40 metres from home. A chance right here to wrest back the lead. It's shaved the post. Morris playing on out of the goal square. Morris kicks hard along the boundary line. Marked by Boyd.
Boyd's got a few tricks up his sleeve, so defenders will have to be on their game. He boots it. It's a mark, concentrating hard as he lines up the goal. Johannesson with good strong hands. He gets boot to the ball. Murphy with a strong mark. Sending it on its way. Liberatore with beautiful hands above the head. He really is a great target to kick to. He slams that on the boot.
Smith shucks the ball away. Greenwood gets the ball. Wins the hard ball. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. Guided by Greenwood, gains possession. Unfortunately, placed ball finds its way into the opposition's grasp. The bounces straight up and down. Grundy gets onto the ball. Lucky bounce collected. The umpire to ball it up.
Roughhead. He's got good knowledge of the game and he can see the events unfolding in front of him, but he just needs to react a little faster. Stringer, onto the ball. Stringer has the ball. Stringer with the kick. Grundy gathers it. He gets a fist to it. Reed hand passes the ball. He kicks the ball. Hoskin Elliott with the mark.
Gets boot to leather. Elliott presents and takes the mark. A risky proposition from here. He'll need a big kick to make the goals. He's kicking on about 45 degrees from here. That's 2 in a row for the Magpies. The Magpies in front by 2 goals with that score.
Elliott has the ability, I think, to be a 20 to 30 a goal season player.
Simply outplayed the opposition there. Now kicks. He gets above the crowd. Who was that to? Interception. Bontempelli just squeezes the kick out. McCrake with the tap. Border Control will be keen to look at this trafficking. Good tap from side bottom. The umpire allows play to continue. He passes just before he's taken down by Pendlebury. Kicked in a flurry. Tapped by Hoskin Elliott. Cleanly picked up. Guided down nicely by Roberts. White with the handball out of the pack. Adams with his head down, running for home. Adams just manages to sink it. A dead straight bounce. Grundy taps it. Lucky bounce collected. Deft touch from Hoskin Elliott. Wood just got cleaned up and sent back to Neverland. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well.
Wells needs to work on his vertical leap because at times he can be found wanting when he's leaping for the ball. Jong marks it. He gets boot to the ball. Dalhouse intercepts it. Smith gets possession.
Hey, come on, that post has feelings too. A solid mark from Maynard. Kicks. A good mark under the circumstances. Kicks towards 50. Stringer grabs that one. 40 metres from home. Keeps it close to the ground. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Kicks to the attacking 50. Lobs the pass. He's running hot, Richard.
He's been outstanding all match, Den.
He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Nice contested mark by Roughhead. Chips it down towards half forward. The ball goes out of bounds. Umpire calls for a boundary throw. The Rucks are going at it.
Well, one thing's for sure, you can't blame the Western Bulldogs ruckman for his team's position. He's been winning everything out of the ruck, but he's getting no support from his teammates. 40 claims the ball. 40 with the shot. He gets the behind.
Shade gets set to kick it back in. Marks. Smith just gauging which way that wind is blowing. Kicking from about a 30-degree angle here. Smith unloads one towards goal. The Bulldogs, no need to worry just yet. The bounce, laser straight. Roughhead nicely outclassing Grundy. Hoskin Elliott aims for his man on the ground. Pendlebury controls it. Clean tap by Pendlebury. Hunted with the tap. Hoskin Elliott gets the tap. Guided by Dalhouse. Kicks hurriedly. Choose to kick it. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Lobs the handball. Guided down nicely by Pendlebury. Greenwood gets it on the bounce. Low kick. Hoskin Elliott takes the mark uncontested. Slams it on the boot. Murphy with the mark.
Murphy, he's the heart and soul of this footy club. I don't think he'll be going anywhere anytime soon. Liberatore boots it. That's a nice strong mark. Dalhouse with the kick. Strong mark there. Puts boot to ball. He takes a strong mark.
50 metres from home. Having a big day going for goal number 4. Smith decisively. Maynard controls. Stringer keeps it alive with a foot. Boyd drives the ball towards goal. Might have to kick it to himself. He plays on with a little kick. Has clearly been shopping at Clangers or Us. A goal for the Bulldogs. That's 2 in a row for the Western Bulldogs. If you want to be a hero, now is the time to put your hand up.
Grundy just has endless possibilities. I'm really excited to watch this kid grow. Treloar handballs to the man on the move. Really solid use of the body to outmark his opponent. He kicks the ball. Strong mark there. He puts power behind that kick. Reed marks the ball.
Nice drop punt. He sneaks away for an uncontested mark.
Pendlebury has some great leadership skills, and leadership is about getting other players involved and being able to take it as well as dishing it out. The only way you're going to get respect from your teammates. The ball goes nowhere.
Deft touch from Pendlebury. Treloar picks it up. Treloar taps it. Gains possession. He has the ball. Intercepted by Hoskin Elliott. Gets the ball free. He runs into the goal. Pasolic with the tap. Roberts with the tap. Guided down nicely by Wood. Adams onto the ball. Tapped by Greenwood is in his possession. Hoskin Elliott with a great kick. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Roberts comes away with the ball. Squeezes out a handball. Grundy running in, about to kick. Takes control of the ball. It's with him now. He kicks it. Oh, you beauty. What a kick, son. What a kick.
Fasolo has some potential, and he'll really be able to unlock that potential if he has some continuous effort.
Nice hands. Works it across the ground. He wins the contest. Opportunity for Hoskin Elliott. 45 metres out. Hoskin Elliott unloads one towards goal. Chalk up a goal for the Magpies. There's the bounce. Dunkley got a fist on it. Reed taps. Don't know how he managed to get that out of the pack. Pressure didn't faze him. Kicks as cool as the other side of the pillar. Let's have the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. 40 metres from home. Smith will have earned his paycheck if he converts this one. Goal to the Western Bulldogs. He's kicked 4 and he looks like he's not done scoring yet.
Smith has so much potential, he could just be anything.
They can't seem to maintain possession. They simply handed it over. Nice interception. Hoskin Elliott with the kick. Couldn't complete the mark. Barker gets it on the bounce. Dalhouse tries his luck along the ground. Hits the running man. Approaching the goals now. Is it high enough, long enough, straight enough? 2 goals will seek the Western Bulldogs in the lead. Grundy got a fist on it. A favourable bounce. The ball bounced favourably for Pendlebury. Great mark.
Johannesson really wears his heart on his sleeve. That's a nice, strong mark. Greenwood puts his boot on it. Hoskin Elliott wins the contested ball. Puts boot to ball. He takes a strong mark.
This will have to be his very best kick to score from this range. Fasolo. I need to bleep myself. Did you see that? Fasolo makes the hat-trick. The ball is bounced. Guided by Grundy. He gets his hands on the footy. The ball bounced to the advantage of the opposition. He kicks the ball out of congestion.
Pendlebury has a lot of passion for this game. You can see it every time he steps onto the field. He's an inspiration to all players around him. Elliott kicks for goal. Elliott has got it. Collingwood are in front.
The ball has been bounced. Dunkley, not even close to getting a hit out. He might have to take a leaf out of the Karate Kid and sweep the knee. With the ball now. Gets boot to high. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Kicks it. Tapped by Cordy. Young with the mighty fist. A desperate kick there. Stringer gets the upper hand. 50 metres out. Jams it on the boot now. Strong mark. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. Jams it on the boot. Shade guides it. Grundy with the mighty fist. With the ball now. Hits the running man. Umpire calls for the ball. Grundy guides it. Stringer with no time to delay with that kick. Kicked in a flurry. Good tap from Boyd. Boyd getting a free kick there. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. 30 metres from home. Chalk up a goal for the Western Bulldogs. A second goal in the bag. Good tap from Grundy. Wow, what a hit. Reminiscent of young, lethal Lee Matthews. The hindposts should be cowering in fear. Tap by Elliott. Slams it on the boot. A rushed kick. Gathered by Dalhouse. Intercepted by Barker. Tapped by Bontempelli. White with the bump. Boyd gains possession through the interception. Kicked by Liberatore. Nice contested mark by Pendlebury. Sends it into the open paddock. Treloar gains possession through the interception. Barker puts it on the boot. Let's have the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. Greenwood will need to pull something special out here. Steady hands there as he holds that one. 40 metres out. He's looking to add another. No, we've got nothing but sympathy for a man who doesn't score. Marked by Fasola. Shot by Fasola. He's having a ball, if you'll excuse the pun. Both rucks have a fair shot at this one. Knocks it down in front. Oscar Elliott went straight through him. Dunkley was taken high. The Magpies leading by 22 after the second quarter.
The Western Bulldogs were in low and hard early, applying...
The players have had a good break. They should be ready to bring this game home.
The difference between the impossible and the possible lies in a person's determination.
Kicked by Pendlebury. Fasola presents and takes the mark. Fasola aiming for the goals. Look at that. He's put it through. 5 goals means you've dominated your opponent. Time for a new one. The pressure continues to mount with that goal from Fasola. Slams it on the boot. A mark by Roughhead. Kicks it. Greenwood gets the upper hand.
Greenwood is good, but he doesn't always find that best option while in congestion. Strong mark there. Stringer slams the ball to his boot. Jong lining up with the goals.
Keeps it close to the ground. Steady hands there as he holds that one. 35 metres out. A long kick there. Great mark under pressure. Smith kicks the ball out of the 50. A mark by Creed. Choose to kick it. I reckon my mum could have caught that in a pinner. Gathers the ball. Goal sack again, Richard.
Well, Dennis, I just think he's having fun with them now.
He's got the football now. Delivers the footy with a beautiful drop pass. Wins the hard ball. Barker kicks it. Has he? Yes, he's paid it.
Roberts is really good at reading the play out on the field. He just needs to start doing it faster. Pendlebury with the kick. Wells getting into position for the kick. He gets boot to the ball. Moore with a strong mark.
Distance could be the problem. Works it across the ground. Takes it well. Fasola lining up. This will certainly test him from this distance. Kicking from about a 30-degree angle here. Boyd holding the ball as he's collected by Moore. Moore launches one towards goal. Collingwood have scored the last 3 goals. Collingwood with a handy break, leading the Bulldogs 188 to 154.
Grundy obviously loves playing for the club. I can't imagine him being anywhere else. Moore gets it off the ground.
Here we go. Roughhead wasn't even close to that tap, and he'd be crazy to think that type of effort will win anytime soon. Takes the mark all by himself. Stringer gets a less than pretty drop putt away. Kicked by Dalhouse. He shouldn't have bothered. They can't seem to maintain possession. They simply handed it over.
Hunter has no trouble getting up on top of the packs, but sometimes he just can get his timing wrong. If he doesn't lift, I think it'll come to the stage where the coach will ask him to be a bit more disciplined in the contest. Puts boot to ball. He takes the contested mark. He boots it. Pendlebury, just the better man in that contest.
Puts boot to ball. Takes it well.
Greenwood needs to work on his vertical leap because at times he can be found wanting when he's leaping for the ball. He gets boot to the ball. Strong mark there. Bontempelli puts his boot on it. That's an elite skill handballing when being tackled. He hand passes it, puts boot to ball. Greenwood takes the mark.
He shows the quick hands. Wall up call. Grundy, leave the pinatas for the kids. Wow, what a nose for those loose balls. Dalhouse on the ball at the moment. Roughhead gets the ball. Slams it on the boot. Drops the mark, and the Crummers are waiting. Chalk up a goal for the Western Bulldogs.
Roughhead has the ability, I think, to be a 20 to 30 a goal season player.
Handball finds Bontempelli.
The defensive pressure has been first class from the Magpies. They've ruled the tackle count, and that's causing their opponents to make mistakes, and that's why they find themselves winning. Roughhead blocks it. Smith takes the uncontested mark.
This game is in danger of spiralling out of control. They must get a goal here. There's the bounce. Roughhead with first hands to the ball. He gets his hands on the footy. Adams claims the ball. Gets boot to high. Over the top of the pack. A monster kick will be required from here. And looking to add another. Dropped by Morris. He'll be looking to spot the player on the burst. He decides to play on. Soccers the ball away. Morris throws the ball. Free kick. White shoots. White just manages to sink it. Sweet dreams are made of this. Who will really disagree?
White is one of the most astute decision makers in the game. Footy is becoming more and more a thinking game, and you can't be out there purely on physical ability. He's a great asset to his club.
He has no trouble grabbing that one. Young wins the marking contest. Delivers the footy with a beautiful drop pass. Cordy in no hurry as he prepares for the kick. Desperate for a goal now. The Bulldogs get the scoreboard ticking over with that goal. 9 goals, one shy of a perfect 10. Punch by Roughhead. Moore onto the ball. Certainly that was not a hand pass. The umpire thinks the same and awards the free. Chips it down towards half forward. Cordy read the play better than anyone else and takes possession. Roughhead has the ball. Superb handball. McCrae bumps. Howe gathers it. He collects the loose ball. Strong mark by Reid.
Reid is good, but he doesn't always find that best option while in congestion. He's got a hold of that one. Hoskin Elliott takes the mark. He boots it. Boyd with the ball.
Plays it across half back. Nice contested mark by Roberts. Jams it on the boot. McCrae wins the marking contest. Boots it. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Liberatore puts it on the boot. Nice work from Cordy. Straight down the field. And the mark will be paid. 30 metres out. A 45-degree angle for this kick. The Western Bulldogs have one to their tally. He's giving all he's got this match. That's number 3.
Roughhead. He's creative with his game. He always makes an appearance on the highlight reel. Bontempelli intercepts the ball. Sending it on its way. Sending it on its way. Pendlebury kicks it. Wells with good strong hands. He gets boot to the ball. Hoskin Elliott with the ball.
Let's hope the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. Hoskin Elliott unloads one towards goal. Hoskin Elliott goes long and gets the goal. That's his 5th goal. He'll be very happy with his game here. And they stretch out their lead.
The Bulldogs may not be in the lead at the moment, but they have been aggressive and they do have a free kick count that shows how great a side they really are. He gets a fist to it. Pendlebury gets the loose ball. Roberts pushing his opponent in the back then. Hoskin Elliott kicks the ball. White with a strong mark.
Here he is going for goal number 7. He really should have made more of that. The Magpies by 5 goals. My goodness, the wee ball has gone so high there'll be snow on that one when it comes down. Bumps the pigskin. The contest, no match for him. A big kick by Pendlebury. Nice hands.
Barco's got good knowledge of the game and he can see the events unfolding in front of him, but he just needs to react a little faster. Strong mark there.
Hoskin Elliott with the shot. Perfect kick. Number 6. The fans are certainly getting their money's worth. Hoskin Elliott with that kick has increased the lead. Reid laps up the misplaced footy. It's his. Roughhead feeds it wide. Hunted up. Slams it on the boot. Young, the better man there. Sends it on its way. Marks. Word is this guy is the most reliable kick for goal in the side. He's kicking on about a 30-degree angle, which could prove challenging. Goal. Roughhead has got a habit of pulling it out when it matters most. That's just it.
Roughhead has shown a lot of character with his recent performances.
Gets a handball away towards the man on the run. Kicks. Nice work from McRae. He kicks quickly. He wins the contest.
Howe's got good knowledge of the game and he can see the events unfolding in front of him, but he just needs to react a little faster. He slams that on the boot. The mark will be paid. Sending it on its way.
Bicken keeps it alive with the foot. Shade doesn't waste that opportunity. Has it now. The ball was thrown. Free kick for Young. Young boots it. Roughhead takes the mark. Too far out to score, surely. Roughhead likes his chances for goal. They desperately need this goal to stem the flow. Out of nowhere, the ball shoots out of the pack.
Shea has improved his hands to a point now that he can release players from tight pack situations. That's a nice strong mark. Cordy puts his boot on it. Sending it on its way. It's been intercepted by the opposition. That's a mark.
Sends the Sharon on its way. Maynard has it. A low stabbing kick. A great effort. Kicks. He spills the mark. Pendlebury decisively. Roughhead gets a hard bump from Moore. Sweeping handball. Reed taps. Greenwood comes away with the ball. Lovely hand pass hits the man. It's like he has the ball on a string. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Smith feeds it wide. Good mark by Young. A risky proposition from here. He'll need a big kick to make the goals. He's kicking on about a 30-degree angle, which could prove challenging. Cordy slams one on the boot for goal. The Western Bulldogs have scored the last 2 goals. And a chance for them to catch up now.
Cordy got a really good footballing brain.
Gets a handball away towards the man on the run. It's Edward Scissorhands. Elliott dodging for no reason at all. Chalk up a goal for the Magpies. The lead has been increased. And look at the pass.
The Western Bulldogs midfielders are well and truly on top in this match. They're winning everything at the stoppages. You have to wonder what the rest of their team are doing. This midfield can't keep carrying the team all game. He hits it. Good hand skills there. Wells has no chance at that one. He's got a handball away. He almost anticipated just where the pass was going and got there first.
Opportunity now for Young. Takes that one strongly. Boots it. A good mark under the circumstances. Maynard keeping it low. Liberatore grabs that one.
Liberatore's shown a lot of character with his recent performances. He lines it up with the goal. He boots it. He handballs it. He boots it. Pendlebury takes the mark uncontested.
He kicks quickly. Roberts with no time to delay with that kick. Pass by Roughhead. Head down now as he goes in for the goal. Smith pummels him, but the kick gets away in time. The contest, no match for him. Choose to kick it. A big run to take that mark. Choose to kick it. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Kicks it. Johannesson wins the marking contest. Puts boot to ball. Hands like dinner plates.
Murphy is a smart guy, but he's got to keep a cooler head so he can make the right decisions more often. Treloar with good strong hands. He slams that on the boot. He takes the contested mark. Pendlebury with the kick. Moore marks it.
Sends it on its way. Greenwood wins the marking contest. 65 metres out. Kicks it across the ground. Roberts gets the mark without contest.
Sending it on its way. That's a nice strong mark.
Bontempelli slams it on the boot. A mark by Dalhouse.
Well, looking at the marks inside 50 count, you would think the Bulldogs could be winning this game. The coaches will be asking a lot of questions after this game. He slams that on the boot. Murphy, just the better man in that contest. He kicks the ball. There's no contest for that mark. He kicks the ball. Dalhouse with a strong mark.
He kicks quickly. Stringer, the better man there. Sends the Sharon on its way. Cordy presents and takes the mark. The ball is hammered towards goal by Cordy. Goal. Yet another goal from Cordy. Methodically, the umpire bounces it beautifully. Roughhead with the mighty fist. Clean tap by Cordy. Pressure didn't faze him. Kicks as cool as the other side of the pillar.
Stringer has the passion for this game, and that shines through every time he plays. He doesn't want to take too long lining this shot up. Cordy goes for home. Cordy kicks it straight through the big sticks.
The bounce is straight as an arrow. Roughhead guides it. Bontempelli with the football. Reed intercepts it. Handballs from the tackle. Moore keeps that one low. Adams kicks. Almost a touch of synchronized swimming about that mark. Minus the peg. Picked by Fasola. Great mark under pressure. 40 metres from home. He's kicking on about a 30-degree angle, which could prove challenging. Oscar Elliott gets that cool behind.
Well, fortune favours the brave. It's time the Western Bulldogs stopped playing safe with their possession and took the game on. Elliott goes for goal. That's a great goal. The Magpies lead the Bulldogs.
A dead straight bounce. Mort with the punch. Scoops up the bouncing ball. Treloar swoops on the loose ball and will have a change of possession.